I know that you're, of course, passionate about engaging a community, creating a culture for innovation, and I imagine our audience to share the same passion. What I'd like to explore in this interview is maybe your point of view as a top manager on how to establish this change. If you have an ambition for installing such a culture, what would be your point of view on this? So my first question to you would be is, what if you are one of those believers? How do you align top management to embark in such an endeavor for change? How do you create such a mandate?
Yeah, I think it's indeed a very relevant point to get this mandate and to get the top managers, or at least senior management, on board, because otherwise, if you start whatever you want to change in the organization, of course you can try bottom up, but if the leaders are not with you, they will just maybe do something even to stop you in the worst case. And of course, how can you convince senior managers? I think that's always interesting. And when it comes to, depending of course on the setup of the organization, so if you're a for-profit company, you have other levers of how to engage. You can just make it very concrete when you bring in a business case, and you can show that with your change you can raise the EBIT, for instance. Money helps, but of course if you're a non-profit organization, maybe some other purpose will win their hearts and their minds on that. So I do believe that the engagement of top management is important, preparing it with a pitch that speaks to them, that speaks their language, but also, of course, easier if it's combined with some strategic priority. So if you can link it in any way on how to succeed strategically, I think you have a very strong case in that regard.